What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show, the podcast, episode 70 something. I'm here today with my friend from north of the border, the first and only non-United States resident to be on the show, the podcast. It's Nick Theriault. Don't say Theriault. Don't say Theriault. That's not his name. It's Theriault.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate you inviting me on the show, man.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome. Nick is a friend of the stream, a friend of the channel, a friend of the podcast, period. And we've got some big things to talk about. We're going to cover a wide range of topics, as we normally do when we have a guest. We're going to start by talking about the Clash of the Commons tournament that I am running on January 30th. That's Sunday, January 30th. It's looking like it's going to be from noon Eastern time to 6 p.m. It's probably going to be over around 6 p.m. It might even be over significantly earlier. It's only eight teams. So that's 3 rounds. The first round, I guess we could call it the quarterfinals essentially, because everybody makes it as the starting point to the quarterfinals. 6-inning games on All-Star, stadium locked. We're between either Coors or Ship It. We're going to have a larger conversation about that. And you guessed it, it's all commons. Every single player on the field, in the dugout, in the stands, they're all commons. Every single player. So it's going to be, I hope, a bloodbath. It'll be interesting for sure.
Oh yeah, it's. I think it's going to be a really, really fun time. Whether there's tons of nukes, pitchers duels, it's going to be really fun.
Yeah. So the quarterfinals is 6-inning games. Single elimination, by the way. You lose, you're out. This is kind of like a starting point, a trial point to see if we can expand to maybe like a 16-team field with a loser's bracket. Like, this is just kind of our guinea pig tournament. But the semifinals are also 6-inning games, 1 6-inning game on All-Star. And then in the championship round, it's best 2 out of 3 on All-Star, 9-inning game. We're going to go into the bullpens. We're going to see the depth of these rosters. And we're going to, I don't know, hopefully someone's good with commons. I don't really know if that's humanly possible, but it's certainly going to be a ton of fun. I'm really excited. I'm excited to see if there are any home runs. I'm excited to see how many strikeouts we get. Even though it's on All-Star, it's common pitchers and hitters. So, like, I don't even know what the meta is going to be. I have no clue what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's not like it's common pitchers and diamond hitters or like vice versa. Mm-hmm. It's like just common. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how everything plays out.
Yeah. So the field of managers, myself, Nick, we have Shane Payne. And if you're ever in my Twitch streams, you know Shane, one of my mods, one of my friends. Slice 1, Chris Batflip Gaming, Filthy Rich. Obviously, I said Nick already. The Show Noob. Everybody loves the Show Noob. He'll be there. And Squints. TJ Squints. So we're going to have a ton of fun. Any of us who stream will be streaming our games. When I'm not playing, I will hop into somebody else's stream and put it on mine and do a little broadcasting type deal. Not trying to steal Thuny's thunder. He's great at it, but I'm going to give my hand at announcing some games. I do have formal training in the area, just like he does. So we'll have some fun. It's going to be a nice Sunday. We're going to have a great time. We're going to hit dingers, hopefully. And the thing that I'm struggling with, we were just talking before recording about literally all of the strategic possibilities. Some people might opt for a power heavy team because it's on All-Star. PCI really doesn't mean a ton. It's going to be bigger than you think. Some people might just want high contact with these commons. Some people might want speedy boys. I don't know. I think every team is going to look pretty different other than a couple key cornerstones.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I feel like some of those key cornerstone players are going to be like Derek Fisher, Terrence Gore, like you mentioned before we hopped on the podcast. Mm-hmm. Who else? Like Isan Diaz, a great bench bat. A couple pitchers as well. Like you mentioned Steve Cishek, a couple other guys. It's going to be completely different. Everyone's going to have a different team. For example, my team has 67 speed. So definitely one of the faster teams out there, but it's mostly on the bench at the moment.
Yeah, my team, just for comparison,
the same, but
yeah, for comparison, my team only has 56 speed. I don't anticipate stealing, but maybe some people do against these dog shit catchers we have behind the plate. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, whenever I'm playing MLB The Show, I'm not much of a stealer. I play it safe for the most part. But you never know. Who knows with these shitty catchers, like you mentioned, all the bad defense, the bad arm strength. You might steal a bag or two.
Yeah, I have contingencies in place, boys and girls, but right now I'm not afraid to say that my starting catcher is Beef Wellington Castillo because the man has like bronze or silver hitting. Like, honestly, not bad. His fielding is a 33.
I believe it's near silver.
Yeah, his reaction is a 30, and his arm, I mean, is a 65. So at least, he doesn't have a spaghetti noodle. He's not quite Johnny Damon behind the plate. But 2 speed, 2 stealing, this man is not agile, like literally at all. So if people start running on me, I've got backups. Don't worry.
Yeah, there's like you said before the podcast, there's only a couple of good defensive catchers, but I think most people are probably going to roll with Beef Wellington.
I think so. Oh, and just so I want the bench to be utilized. So this is a no DH tournament. Pitchers are hitting. Honestly, common pitchers at the plate. Common pitchers at the plate are probably just as good or bad hitting as common hitters. So it's fine.
Okay, interesting move. See, I thought that there was going to be a DH at first because I had a little strategy planned out. I was actually going to put Isan Diaz at the DH.
You're going to play the DH, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've played in custom leagues that utilize a DH, and it's great to have another hitter in the lineup. But your bench literally becomes useless. Like, unless there's a dire pinch running situation late in the game, you never go to your bench. So
it just makes it a little bit more interesting.
I want to see how people build the bench. I want the entire team to get involved. I don't want starters going the whole game because 6-inning games, they might. I want to create a little pressure, a little dynamic here. We'll play a little National League small ball with these common
see, I like that move. I was fully expecting it to be the full on DH experience with this tournament, but I'm not gonna lie. I like what you just said. Yeah, I like what you just said about having the full experience.
I think it's the way. This is the way, as they say in The Mandalorian. Now, when it came to filling out the pitching staff, so we both agreed. Nick actually had a cheat sheet, which he forgot he had. But the Moonshot event gave us a pretty good baseline of which pitchers are at least like passable. So I tried to base a lot of my pitching staff off of that. Obviously, some live series guys have fluctuated since then, so there are new commons. I don't know what the meta is going to be. I mean, you can find plenty of guys with sinkers, cutters, splitters, the whole sliders, the whole nine. I don't know what's going to work, though. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think sinkers and cutters are going to matter all that much. Although I was in a Discord call with Filthy Rich and a couple other people in Tampa Titans Gaming stream. Shout out to Tampa Titans Gaming.
Shout out Tampa, already. Friend of the show.
Yep. I was in his Discord the other night. Was it last night or the night before? I can't really remember. But Filthy Rich said straight up to me that if his pitcher has a sinker, he's literally just going to throw sinkers the whole game.
That son of a bitch. And it's fine. I mean, I'm not mad at him. He can do whatever he wants, but that's son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh man, I probably won't be able to time him up if I ever face him.
Yeah, like
either way.
I'm trying to find ways to be like, I want to have a little of everything, right? So
yeah.
For example, again, I'm not afraid to say some of the guys on my staff because I do think most people will have similar guys. So Chi Gonzalez, for example, 64 overall common starter. He's in my rotation. 4-seam, cutter, sinker, changeup, curveball. I wish the curveball was a slider, but a perfect mix for a common.
Yeah.
He has 81 velo, 77 break. So pretty decent velo. So that's good. But then we have guys, I put Zach Davies in the rotation. Zach Davies has 54 velo, and he throws a cutter. So maybe we can get some people off balance. But then in the bullpen, I actually found someone with 99 velo. So I have someone with 99 velo coming out the pen, and boy, is he going to eat some people alive. I have a 99 and a 92 velo. So I'm trying to find guys with break, with velo, with junk pitches. Steve Cishek throws submarine. I'm trying to throw everything at people.
Oh, I think I got one of your 99 velos.
Is it Garrett Richards? Because that's who I have.
No, mine's Anthony Gose.
Oh, Anthony Gose is a good call. Mm-hmm. I didn't think about that because he doesn't throw any meta pitches other than his fastball.
Yeah, I just decided to pick him. Just because that silver card in Battle Royale, even though he's got like the 3 or 4 pitch mix, he's been very, very good for me. Like, I love that slider, especially with that delivery that he has. It's disgusting.
Does Ghost have outlier? No, thank God. Oh my God. Imagine a common with outlier and shit my pants. Thank God he doesn't have outlier.
I'm going to try and discover who that other 99 velo is.
Wait, do you know what's hysterical about this card? Your Anthony Ghost. He has 2 quirks. Thief, because he could steal bases as a reliever and bunt master. Dude, he's
Oh my
awesome.
God.
Anthony Ghost might be the meta.
Oh yeah, you can literally sub him in at the pitcher spot and then seal with him.
That's
like just
hysterical.
bunt with him.
Yeah, so
Oh man.
I opted to not use Ghost because I got 3 lefties who just throw utter junk.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to junk people with them. But I didn't even know there was another guy who had 99. My other high 90s velo is Chad Cool.
Chad Cool.
Sinker, slider, knuckle curve, changeup. He's got 92 velo,
Okay.
and he actually kind of has a little bit of a funky delivery.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I thought it would have been Zach Birdie because I believe Zach Birdie also got 99 velo, doesn't he?
Oh, does he? He might not. I don't know. I opted for every single pitcher I have on my team either throws a sinker or a cutter. Literally every single one. I'm trying to get the pitches that move.
I mean, yeah, that's the meta.
Yeah, and then there's guys again, which is why I want to try them all out. Who has the funky deliveries? Chad Cool, like I said, on the team. Garrett Richards, a little bit funky on the team. I'm sure I'm not using him, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to use Edison Volquez. I think they fixed his delivery a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it still sucks to face.
No, it's still the exact same.
It's still the exact same. Motherfuckers.
Exact
they
same.
said they were going to fix it.
I used him in BR like last week.
All right, so maybe I consider putting him on the team then. I don't know. Right now, my 5th starter is Brian Mata. He throws a cutter.
Mata. Yeah,
I have him parallel too because I abused him in the moonshot event. So
yeah, same thing with me and Joan Duran.
Oh, you like
he
him?
was really good. Yeah,
is he in your rotation now?
He is in my rotation. He has like a 15 ERA, but like he was good in the moonshot event. So like,
yeah, I have Zach Davies, who, like I said, 54 velo but 99 break. Sterling Sharp, 99 break with a sinker. Chi, like I said, Corey Abbott, 4-seam cutter, curve, slider, sinker, 5-pitch mix as a common starter. I'm in on that. And then Brian Mata. So I don't know if anyone's going to be an ace, but we'll fucking see, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be like a set ace for anybody, but like there's gonna be that one pitcher, that one pitcher that's extremely clutch at one point in the tournament.
Also, everybody, pitching rules. I should have said that. Nick, actually, this might even be news to you because I dropped it in our text chat that we have with everybody, but because you're Canadian, you can't be in our text chat. No starting pitchers out of the bullpen, which we might have discussed already, but no repeating starters. At most, you will play 5 games in this tournament. Quarterfinal, semifinal, at most 3 championship games. So 5 total games. You need to pick and choose an individual starter for every single one of those games. So if you don't go all 5 games, you won't have used all 5 starters. So you're going to have to like play a little guessing game. Like, oh, who's my opponent? What are his tendencies? Who am I going to try to pair with him to make this work? So, bullpen's fair game. You can use the same guys every game if you want. I don't give a shit. Totally fine. But no starters out of the bullpen. I want there to be a little bit of strategy when it comes to that.
What about openers?
Oh, that is a fair question. You can we can bring this up to the larger group. I'm not against openers, but then you don't have to use a starter in that scenario. But if you do, that starter's eliminated once he comes out of the bullpen. Does that make sense to me?
Yeah. That's completely fair.
So we'll talk about that as a larger group.
The only reason I asked that is because Nate Pearson's in the bullpen, and I was possibly going to use him as an opener.
I don't hate it. I don't hate the idea. I'm 100% open to it. I want to see what the group says.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
Interesting. Pearson's also really a reliever?
Yeah, he actually is. He's a 63.
Huh. Was he not in the rotation at the end of the year? Or was he still hurt?
I think he was still hurt.
He's got 78 stamina.
Yeah,
78 stamina. It's a crime that he only has 85 velo rather. 85.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to use him as an opener possibly.
Yeah, I'm about it. I'm fine with it.
Also, I do have another question.
Yes, of course.
We're not allowed to change up our squads at all.
No, squads the tournament. Squads lock. We're using the honor system. We don't have to post lineups. Yeah. It's fine. You could change the construction of your lineup. You can move guys from bench to starters, move your lineup around. But once you enter the tournament, your team is your team. If you see your opponent has, oh shit, I forgot that guy. Sucks to suck. You don't have it.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering because I have that secret weapon. Yeah. And
You keep
if
saying
I just see everybody just bring out the secret weapon from the inventory, I was like, oh shit, I started something.
So guys, we've been recording for like 15 minutes. Me and Nick have been talking for about 30 minutes, and this is about the 19th time he's mentioned secret weapon. I have no fucking clue who it is. I keep going through my team. I'm like, could it be him? Could it be him? But I don't think it is.
I can't say. I will talk about my team like crazy, but I will not reveal the secret weapon.
I'm literally about to go through, because I have every common. I made sure I did. I'm about to go through the entire common inventory and find this motherfucker. Who it is. This is also, so you can have a lot of fun making this team for other reasons too. Like the pictureless cards that have crazy fucking names. We'd have a lot of fun with that. Like, oh, Mike Poppy in right field. Or like you can have all these type of guys you've never fucking heard of. Jagger Rusconi. What a name. What a name.
That's actually pretty nice. That's a pretty cool name.
I'm going through, guys, this might sound funny on dead air right now if you're just listening. If you're on YouTube, hi, by the way, thank you. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm literally just scrolling through to find who the fuck this secret weapon could ever possibly be. I'm
literally looking through my bullpen right now too.
It's a reliever, you say? It's a reliever. A clue he has dropped.
Or is it?
I don't know. I think you just made it sound like he's a reliever. I'm looking through the hitters right now.
We were talking about Nate Pearson in the bullpen. That's the only reason I'm looking at the bullpen.
I don't know. Now I think you're trying to chase me somewhere else. So there are guys too. So like he's not on my team, but Christopher Sanchez, lefty, tall, throws hard. I got a save with him in a BR game. So I was like, does he go on the team because he's actually viable? Or like, I don't, there's so many ways to figure this shit out.
Yeah, like there's, I'm not going to lie, whenever I was constructing my whole team, it was actually kind of tough. It took me like a half an hour to look through all the players I could potentially use. Like looking through all the stats, all the quirks, like the pitches for the pitchers, obviously, and everything like that. And it was actually pretty hard to like figure out what I want for a team, and I'm still doing that.
Now you're a Royals simp, so is like Wade Davis your secret weapon?
He is on my team, but he is not the secret weapon.
He's not on my team. He's not on my team. Brad Brock, who's in a Royals uniform on his card, is on my team though.
Yeah, so he's on my team as well.
This is so much fun figuring out who these fucking people are. Cesar Valdez, maybe he throws like 8 miles an hour.
Cesar Valdez.
Changeup, sinker, four-seam slider. He has 38 velo, 99 break. He throws like a wiffle ball.
Oh, is that the guy for the Orioles?
Yes,
right?
The closer. I think they cut him actually, but he was the closer.
Oh, that's rough.
Ooh, Martin Perez. Forgot about him. There are so many guys.
There's Trevor Cahill. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
I have Trevor Cahill on my team.
Oh my god.
Erasmo Ramirez is a really good call. Ryan Barocki's a pretty good call.
Oh my
dude, I don't know what to do. I'm between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, Zach Birdie's the other one with 99 velo.
He is. Yeah, I just passed him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just added him to my team.
Yeah, so guys, basically, instead of just listening to us ramble about all these fucking starters or relievers that are useless, please come watch Clash of the Commons. It's a ton of fun. I think it'll be Sunday. I have not experienced it yet, but it's going to be so much fun.
I'm so excited, man.
It'll be on all of our streams. Whoever streams, it'll be on stream. There is a trailer that I have pinned to my Twitter account where Nick is doing his little twerk in the background.
Everybody has gameplay, and then it's just me shaking my ass.
Yeah, everyone's like hitting homers or walk-off singles, and it's Nick just with a towel between his legs shaking his ass. So that was cool. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I am so curious what's going to happen. Like, I don't know who's gonna be good as far as like actual players, because like, yeah, sure, I've made World Series before. I've never used a fucking team of Commons before. I have no idea how good I'm gonna be.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really unpredictable. Like, even though we got some big names in the bracket, there's no clear favorite to win the whole tournament, because like you said, you've never played with Commons before. I'm sure everybody else hasn't played with Commons before either. So like, we're all in the same boat pretty much, starting from scratch.
Yes. And speaking of not using Commons, I promised and guaranteed, more of a bet really, I think, that if I win the whole thing, I will take my all Commons team, my Clash of the Commons team, into the next Theme Team Thursday that I do. If you guys don't know what Theme Team Thursday is, I'm sad, because I I push it a lot. But Theme Team Thursday, every Thursday, I publish on YouTube a crazy team build. This is not your run-of-the-mill, oh, San Francisco Giants theme team. No, we go crazy. This week, or I guess last week when you're listening to this, Seinfeld team build. Seinfeld team build was a ton of fun. We've done a Spider-Man team build, a Betty White team build, a Power Ranger team build. In the works coming up this Thursday will be the Nickelodeon theme team. And then after that, we have the Animal Nicknames theme team. After that, maybe the Clash of the Commons ? I don't know. We'll see. But it's on YouTube. Subscribe there. If you're already here and watching, thank you. Please subscribe. But yeah, it seems to, I'm getting like a handful of views. I have a very small YouTube channel right now. We're trying to grow it. Road to 100 subscribers. But I've been getting great feedback. So
yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed the theme team stuff, man. Like especially now during quarantine, I don't have a lot to do. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and it's a good way to pass the time, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's such a perfect opportunity to use the cards you'd never use. And like I try to specifically make a point, like I won't or normally won't use a guy in back-to-back videos, even if he applies to both. I try my best not to use like the Uber God Squad guys, at least not a lot of them. Like, so full disclosure, in my Nickelodeon theme team, Trey Turner plays second base. Timmy Turner goes bonkers.
Yeah.
He goes bonkers in the video. So spoiler alert. But like, I'm pretty sure, I think I had Jimmy Fox behind the plate. Those might have been my only two God Squad guys. And everybody else is like, oh, we have Lou Bob Squarepants in left field. We have Patrick Wisdom, Patrick Starr at third base, and he was fucking dog shit. Dude, so much. We have Donnie Mattingly, Donnie from the Wild Thornberries playing first base. Like we went everywhere we possibly could for this, and it's just been really cool to I don't know. I said play ranked with these guys is like I've never used these swings before, and suddenly I'm on Hall of Fame. It's like, oh, this is different.
Oh yeah, 100%. It would be different. Like just getting used to the swings that you don't use mid game. It's such a hard adjustment to do. Like that's why if I ever hop into a ranked game, I have to do like a practice game against the CPU for like 3 innings or 4 innings or something like that, just to get used to it.
Yeah, and
like, I don't know how you do that mid game.
What's interesting too is like 90 overall tops now. I think it was 90 overall, maybe 89 or 90 tops now. Patrick Wisdom led me to my first ever flawless run. He was a fucking goon, unbelievable. So I put him on my Nickelodeon team, the 99 version, the finest version. And I'm like, oh, it'll be great. I didn't hit a ball. I think I struck out like 7 times because we played 2 games because it was a rage quit. And he was just an absolute atrocity. And I was like, well, I guess that's fitting for Patrick Starr. But geez, I think he was the only player on the team that didn't do anything productive.
Yeah, like, oh, I completely understand where you're coming from with that. Like sometimes like the 99 Ketel Marte, I can't do anything with him, but the 42 one, I mash.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand what it is. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm good with the 88 one.
Yeah, for me, that 99 Ketel Marte is a cheat code. You just have to touch it. It doesn't matter what your PCI looks like, what your timing looks like. You just have to touch it, and he nukes it.
Tell that to my 188 batting average with Ketel Marte.
I'll tell you right now what I'm hitting with him. So granted, this is a lot of events. I play a lot of events when the event is good. This one's not good, so I don't play it. So Ketel Marte is my bench switch hitter. In 222 at-bats, he's hitting 441 with 37 nukes. He is insanity.
I got 22 at-bats.
Okay.
136 batting average.
136?
Yeah.
What is
that?
It's
worse than I thought.
Is that like 2 for 22 or 3 for 22?
3 for 22.
Oof. It's still a small enough sample size, but it's also at that point where you're like, I'm not comfortable with him.
Yeah. It's at the point where like
you press with
I'm better with other outfielders, and I don't have the patience to deal with Ketel Marte at the time.
Yeah, I feel that. So guys, that was a little bit of a tangent, but when it comes to Clash of the Commons, we're just looking to have fun. This is not $100 buy-in. This is not like this big uber competitive, everybody's sweating. We're going to have a shit ton of fun. It's going to be the most accessible, fun tournament you've ever watched in this video game because everyone just sweats and gets upset at each other whenever there's tournaments. Last night, Scuffy ran his BR tournament, and I can honestly say that is the first time I've ever seen an MLB The Show tournament where no one was upset. Because Scuffy's Scuffy's the man. But
Yeah,
otherwise,
Scuffy's
it's like
amazing.
everyone's yelling at each other. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm a better fucking top 50 player than you." Shut up. No one cares. It's a video game. But otherwise, we're just gonna have a ton of fun. I'll probably be drinking during it. We're just gonna be fucking around the whole time.
Yeah, like you mentioned the VR tournament last night. It looked like so much fucking fun. I was chat hopping like crazy. I had like 30 or 40 different tabs open on my PC, and it looked like everybody was having the time of their life. I mean, yes, Swan and Goobs were sweating like crazy, but
so those guys are trying to win, but even still,
Yeah.
no one was like, "Oh, fuck you guys, you're too good." Like there was no like combativeness in that way.
I mean, they were drinking and having fun too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, awesome.
I can do that.
That's a lot of fun.
I can do that with common players. Watch me get drunk and hit nukes with Derek Fisher. Everybody watch.
Yeah, like they I believe I was in Goob's chat. I believe he had a couple of edibles, and I know that they were drinking too. Like I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
They're just both great players, and like the tournament did look like a lot of fun. I really wish I'd entered.
It did. I like that there are more individual tournaments starting that are not like run by a certain organization or this and that. And I'm not trying to make my tournament that. This is literally, like I said, this is friends having a good fucking time.
Yeah.
But if you're into low-key tournaments, low-key competitive / not really competitive, come stop by Sunday. The one thing we've yet to determine, which we're going to do on one of my streams this week, is determine seeding. There's many ways to go about it. You could do, whoever has the highest ranked seasons rating all the way down to the bottom. There's pick a name out of a hat. There's Shane even suggested we do a home run derby with commons to try to figure out
home run derby with commons would be a lot of fun.
It would be a lot of fun, but coordinating this date, January 30th, is already hard enough for 8 people, so I don't think we'll be able to do a home run derby. I think I'm just going to do a random number generator on stream and have Shane, because he's always there, just moderate it, and his word will be gospel, I guess, at that point. So we'll see. I don't think anybody is going to be severely over or undermatched. I think we're just gonna have fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. Like I've said like 50 times since we started talking about it. Like I never get to be a part of these kind of things. And as a somewhat newer streamer, like getting my name out there and stuff like that, and playing against other streamers and just having fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, same. As a newer, I've only been streaming since March. So like actually coming up on almost a year. That's kind of interesting. I never even done it. My first affiliate stream was the night 21 dropped, because I was made affiliate like 12 hours before it dropped. So that was really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, so the small streamers helping small streamers, having a good time, fucking around. Catch all the action on all of our Twitch channels. Mine is, as you guys know, twitch.tv/kdjTV. Nick, plug yourself now before we move on to the next discussion, and make sure you're watching him as well. Have all the tabs open. Everybody's tabs, have them open.
I'm gonna be having like I usually have like 30 some tabs open at a time. But my Twitch, Nick Theriault 12, THERIAULT 12. Same thing on Twitter and YouTube. I believe it's the exact same thing as well. Perfect. Same with TikTok.
Yeah, and there's not going to be like a schedule of games. First games, the first round, all games that play, all 4 games will be at the same time, 12 o'clock. Yep. That's when they start. And then there's like a 5-minute break to go pee-pee between the next round. Like we're not trying to wait. Everyone's got shit to do. Everyone's trying to have fun. So that's why I said, like, even though I've scheduled it from 12 to 6, there's no fucking shot it goes till 6. There's literally no way. Remember, the first 2 rounds are 6 innings. And there's like a distinct chance the final doesn't go to 3rd game. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're not trying to rush it, but we're also not trying to keep everybody around all day.
And there's a big chance, especially with it being like a common tournament, there's a big chance that there's going to be a couple of pitching duels, which I'm expecting.
Oh yeah, there could be like a handful of 1 or 2 nothing games, and a 6-inning game takes 17 minutes. Like it's just done like that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what we're getting into. We're going to be in constant communication. Like who's in extra innings? Next round can't start until extras are done. Like we'll be in constant communication. But Clash of the Commons, Sunday, January 30th, 12 p.m. Eastern time. My Twitch channel, Nick's Twitch channel. Everybody's Twitch channels. You'll see us streaming. You'll find us. I promise. Come stop by. Come tell me that you'd maybe like to be involved in the next one. No promises, but if we do a next one, it's going to be a bigger field. This is the type of thing to keep this game even semi-interesting while it sucks. So we'll see.
Yeah, it gives us something else to do, because like I'm planning on making my comeback to stream tomorrow after being away for a week.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm super excited about that. And even then, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do tomorrow. because there's not much content to do in the game. And I did the conquest map last night, so like I really don't know what to do. Yeah. So it's tough. And having this tournament come up really soon, within like the next 9 days, I believe.
Yeah, so you guys are listening to this Tuesday, and it's like 5 or 6 days from then, but we're recording Saturday before. So yeah, it's 8 days. 8 days. Yeah,
like it gives us something to do, like especially on our schedules. I'm usually not a Saturday streamer, or wait,
Sunday.
No, this is on Sunday. Yeah. Okay, yes, I am a Sunday streamer. But I'm really excited about this. It's gonna be fun.
This is gonna be sweet.
I don't know where I was going with that.
And so we don't edit here. The people know I yawn, I burp, I fart. Like, no, I don't edit this shit. We keep it real, we keep it genuine, and I hope the people appreciate that. All right, so we're gonna read a couple ads, and we're gonna hop into a little bit more about Nick himself, the streamer, the journey, the fandom, the accent. I don't know. We'll talk about it all. So first, Thrive Fantasy. You guys know Thrive Fantasy. They've been a day one. Very excited to be with Thrive Fantasy, a daily fantasy sports app that is based around player props. Thrive Fantasy has eliminated the need to do countless hours of research like those other DFS apps because it only asks you about the top tier athletes in a respective sport. To play, right now you're probably playing NBA or NFL games on Thrive Fantasy. Choose 5 out of the 10 player props to build your lineup. Each prop has a fantasy point total associated with the over or under based on how likely it is to occur. The more points a selection is worth, the riskier it is. Rack up the most points possible, you could win a share of the prize pool. If you're looking to play games and make a little bit of cash watching your favorite sports, use promo code TheShowThePod, when you sign up for Thrive Fantasy today, and you'll receive an instant $20 bonus on your first deposit of $20 or more. Download Thrive Fantasy on the App Store or Google Play Store, or by going online to www, that's how they used to say the internet, www.thrivefantasy.com. Sign up and prop up today, not tomorrow, not Wednesday, today. Rogue Energy. I always show, this is a really long read. I'm not reading this whole thing. Basically, Rogue Energy, the talking points, completely dissolves in water. That's an important one. There are a lot of other gaming energy powders that do not completely dissolve, and they leave like a chalky taste at the bottom, and you take that last sip and you choke. So this completely dissolves. Tastes like fucking phenomenal. I use the dragon fruit mango hydration formula, and it doesn't give you all the caffeine, but it has that same like stimulant, and you'll never be as cracked as you are when you're drinking that. They have a variety of different options. They have energy, extreme energy, hydration, shake. They have like a milkshake type of additive. Awesome. RogueEnergy.com. Use coupon code kdjTV. You get 10% off. It's kdjTV, RogueEnergy.com, 10% off. Finally, I feel like I'm an asshole. I've never done this before. I feel like I should. I'm going to start plugging my merch on this podcast. If you guys are watching on YouTube, I'm wearing it. Merch, kdjTV merch. We have it. We also have some things that are more relevant to the video game. We have an Outlier shirt. We have a Pinpoint God shirt. I've got mugs. I've got stickers. I've got things. So it's not a custom URL. So you guys, if you are listening or watching rather, it is in the description below. The link is down there. And if you buy anything, first of all, I love you eternally. Second of all, tag me, find a way to let me know that you bought something, and I will shower you with thanks. I do this all for fun, but any support is always thoroughly appreciated. Okay. We're back to talking about Nick. So Nick is an incredibly nice fella. And his streams are fun. He does, I think he'll be okay with me saying this, some weird shit sometimes.
It's all in the channel points, man.
It's all in the channel points. What I want to talk about is your affinity or your willingness to be tortured, excuse me, by hot sauce. So let's talk about the hot sauce streams. If you guys don't know Nick, he'll explain. If you do know Nick, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But explain the origin, the purpose. Talk to me about it.
Oh man, the hot sauce streams. Okay, pretty much where I got that idea from came from another streamer, my friend Tango85 on Twitch. He did this Wing Wednesday gimmick like once a week. No, like once every 2 weeks, I believe, something like that. So I decided to come up with my fun thing that I would do on my stream because I was trying to get my name out there, trying to get some more people to watch me, all that good stuff. So I decided to do Taco Tuesdays, but do it Taco Tuesdays on Mondays.
Love it.
So like with a little bit of a twist, right?
Fuck societal norms, all about it.
Yeah, exactly. So I did that for a solid couple months, and I love eating hot sauce, but there's one certain hot sauce that I will not eat anymore, and we'll get into that in a bit.
Okay.
But pretty
I
much
also I don't
what
want
the deal is.
when you're done, I have a hot sauce story that is dangerous. So you'll tell yours,
God.
I'll tell mine, and then we'll move on.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
But pretty much what the deal is. On my stream, once a month, we play three inning friendly games against chat. So anybody who's in the chat, viewers, followers, if they want to send me a request on my PSN, they could play against me. For example, like if I give up a home run to them, I have to drink a hot sauce with my tacos. Like I'll sprinkle the hot sauce on my tacos and I'll eat it just like that. And then like if I lose a game, hot sauce immediately. I think, what are some other rules? If I get a gifted sub, a resub, a raid, or anything like that, I have to have some hot sauce to my tacos. What else? If I get no hit, if I get shut out, something like that, always add some hot sauce to my tacos. And recently, about 2 months ago, I've only done this twice. I incorporated tequila into it.
Dangerous.
So just adding the tequila with the hot sauce, with the tacos, I call it triple T now, taco and tequila Thursdays, and do that every Thursday once a month. So like I said, if I give up a home run, sauce, and with the addition of the tequila, a shot. So that rule pretty much applies with everything with the hot sauce. And it's definitely an interesting night after stream and the morning after.
I was gonna say the morning after is what I'm concerned about. Fuck that night.
Yeah,
and your taco budget must be through the roof because you're probably eating a lot more than like 3 tacos.
I eat in between 8 to 10 tacos.
Okay, over the course of several hours.
Yeah, over the course, usually like 3 or 4, something like that. Is where I like to have it around, because my stomach start gargling weird and just feel like crap for the next couple of hours and for like the next 2 days maybe. It all depends on the hot sauce, and speaking of depending on the hot sauce, this wasn't even a triple T taco and tequila Thursday stream, but it was before. I think it was before November. I was doing like a variety stream for the first time ever on my channel. I was playing Lego Star Wars.
Okay, great game.
And I love it. And I was also playing Rocket League for the very first time. And if you guys some of you guys must know Pseudo LG. He's one of my good friends on Twitch.
Yeah.
Obviously Kenny knows him. Came into my chat. He said he'll gift me 15. Was it 15 or 20 subs? I can't remember how many subs it was, to drink a full bottle of Frank's Red hot sauce.
Oh, that's not even like good hot sauce. I mean, it's fine hot sauce. Like I won't say like you're weird if you like Frank's for like, a little dab of something. Like, I'd like a little spice. It's not good hot sauce.
Yeah, it's like not good hot
syrupy,
sauce at all.
Thick, no.
Yeah.
No.
Like usually whenever I do my triple T events, I have like a special hot sauce that I have that I order online. But like, he just popped into my chat one day. He's just like, Nick, I'm feeling like a menace right now. Do you have any hot sauce in your fridge? I'm like, yes, I have Frank's Red hot sauce. And he said, okay, good. And then him and another streamer, Claire Bank on it, another one of my good friends in the community. She said that she would drop 5 subs and Pseudo would drop 15 subs if I drank a full bottle of hot sauce. That random Sunday night where I was doing a variety stream had nothing to do with Taco Tuesdays or whatever the event was called at that point. And if you guessed it, yeah, I drank the whole bottle of hot sauce and I cannot eat Frank's Red anymore.
No, like Frank's is like your typical, I just have it in the fridge just in case hot sauce. Yeah. My preferred go-tos personally are Tabasco and Cholula. Cholula is gold. I like Cholula. Cholula is the perfect breakfast hot sauce. Like if you're a hot sauce on eggs type of person, Cholula's for you.
100% agree. 100% agree, man.
Tabasco is good for like your tacos, your chilies, your more Hispanic in flavor type of tastes. But Frank's is like, oh, I have some grilled chicken in the fridge and I kind of maybe want some buffalo chicken. I'll just put a little bit on there. Like that's literally all it's good for.
Yeah, it's like the generic hot sauce that everybody has in their fridge.
It's like, so Heinz ketchup is the standard. Frank's is Hunt's ketchup. Frank's is like, ugh, like it's ketchup, but like, ugh. So my hot sauce story, New Year's Eve not this past one, the one prior, I had my girlfriend and her roommate and the roommate's boyfriend over my apartment, my old apartment. We were just hanging out. We watched the ball drop, listening to music, playing games. Her roommate brings Truth or Dab, which is the YouTube show Hot Ones' board game, whatever. It's Truth or Dare. It's Truth or Dare. And if you refuse to answer a question, or if your opponents deem your answer shitty, you have to do a dab of the bomb. And they give you these tiny little serving spoons and this miniature thing of the bomb. So we made it through, like, it was only 4 of us. So we made it through like 3 rounds of the game with nobody taking the hot sauce. So I was like, fuck it, I'll wet my whistle. Someone's got to get this party started. So instead of doing the spoons, we used tortilla chips. I feel like we needed a vehicle to deliver the hot sauce. It also
Sometimes
seems
you
like
need that, yeah.
It seems more civil putting it on a chip than just putting it on a spoon. So I didn't do a ton. I just wanted to taste it. I had no idea what it would taste like. I'm not a huge hot sauce person, but I can handle some of it. I don't like too spicy because I feel like you lose the taste of the food. Otherwise, I can normally handle it. So I did a little bite. I mean, my eyes watered for like a minute. My mouth felt a little funny for like a minute. But I was like, oh, you know what? We're good. And then we start drinking a bunch more. And we went through like another like 5 we played this game like all night. So we went through like another 5 or 6 rounds, and like one other person had done the hot sauce. And I'm like, we need to do it. So I took another tortilla chip and I poured too much.
Oh,
and,
God.
This is no hyperbole. I cried. Not like sobbing, but like I couldn't control my tear ducts. They were just, it was running down my face. My mouth, I drooled uncontrollably because I didn't know what my mouth was doing. And then the next day, the fire I felt inside my stomach was just something that I don't want anyone else to feel. And what's ironic is the bomb is not even the hottest one on the Hot Ones show. And I couldn't even handle that. So we don't play that game anymore. I don't go near that game anymore.
Yeah, I definitely feel what you were saying about like the drooling and everything going on in your face. And like I had a similar experience whenever I was doing that stream a couple months ago. Like a couple minutes afterwards, I was like, yeah, I'm in the middle of a Rocket League game. I'm like, nope, I gotta sign off. I'm gonna send you guys over with a raid somewhere.
I can't breathe, speak, or like think anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, oh man, I kid you not, my insides were just rumbling like crazy, and the sweat was coming right down the face. Oh, it was an awful experience, but it was worth it. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm never gonna eat Frank's Red Hot Sauce ever again.
So have you found, not even as a newer streamer, just in general, but having like, I don't really love using the word gimmick because I feel like some people could construe gimmick the wrong way, but like having really unique thing that no one else is doing. Do you think that has helped you grow an audience? Do you think people are like, when is the next one happening? Like, do you feel that type of excitement around the event? I
definitely think so. Because I do get some DMs every once in a while, like maybe a couple of times a week or something like that. Like when you're going to do that event the next time. And I definitely think it engages with the audience a lot more. You know, like people popping in chat that I've never seen before. Hey, do you want to play a game? Like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll definitely play against you. You can add yourself to the queue. You know, like at one point during the event, I had like 13 or 14 games, and I had to move some people over from that event to the next one.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, like it's really good to engage with your viewers, and I thought it's a really fun thing to do, especially like if the content is dry, especially at this point in the year.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just something to let off some steam. Play against your followers, get to know new people in the chat, all that good stuff.
So, you know, I don't have that type of thing, but I feel like the podcast is that my type of thing, if that makes sense. You know, like that's my thing that not a lot of people are doing, so that's what I enjoy doing, and then I stream on top of that, and like it's just smaller streamers trying to find their way. That's kind of just what I mean. I'm not trying to get rich from this. I say that a lot. I'm sure you're not trying. We both love to be rich. Let's put that out there. But you know, we enjoy this, and we do this to engage with people and have a good time. And like, if the numbers are there, sweet. It means I get to hang out with more people. I'm going to play MLB The Show anyway. You guys can come watch if you want. Exactly. You don't have to, but I'm going to play it anyway.
Exactly. I feel the exact same way. It would be amazing to do this full time, but like I'm not completely banking on it. Like I have a degree with criminology and psychology, and I'm looking for a job in that field currently. But like doing this on the side is a lot of fun. You get to engage with new people that you've never met before. You get to make new friends. I've made so many friends playing MLB The Show and starting the Diamond in the Rough podcast that I made a couple years ago. Streaming on Twitch, all that fun stuff. Like I've made a lot of friends for life doing this, and I'm definitely going to keep doing this moving forward.
Mm-hmm. And you know, like you said, most of what you stream, a lot of what you stream is MLB The Show. Mm-hmm. This might be a very silly question. How did a Canadian become a not Blue Jays fan? Nick's a Royals fan. Nick loves the Royals.
I've always disliked the Blue Jays, but I love Vlad Jr. I love Vlad Jr.
But like, so where did the dislike of Toronto come from?
See, I was a Red Sox fan growing up.
Oh, that's worse.
My gramp, he was a Red Sox fan. He's a Bruins fan, all that kind of stuff. You know, just because the province of New Brunswick is in Eastern Canada, and we're so close to Maine and Massachusetts, like 4 to 8 hour drive between both states. So like a lot of people in my area are either Blue Jays, Yankees, or Red Sox fans. And I was a Red Sox fan growing up, so I like never liked the Jays anyway. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's pretty much where that comes from. But obviously, I'm not a Red Sox fan anymore.
So then, how did the Royals come into play? Is it around their like mid 2010s dominance, or like how did that transition happen?
I became a Royals fan. Like I used to watch tons of baseball when I was a kid. Like I love Big Papi, Manny Ramirez from the Red Sox, but I fell in love with Zach Greinke.
Okay,
when I was a kid in
He's
2008,
a hard fellow to love.
I loved him. I just loved him when I was a kid. So I became a fan of him, and then ultimately I became a fan of the Royals. Then a couple seasons later, and what was it, 2010, 2011, they traded him to the Brewers, and I was heartbroken. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I was a loyal person back then. I stuck with the Royals since, and oh man, we had some rough years, but then we had those mid 2000s World Series runs, and then you know back to sucking now. But we got a good future.
There was not a single person on the planet Earth who was hyping Salvy to Diamond harder than Nick.
Yeah,
when like roster update after roster update went by, and like he was still an 83, he was an 84. Nick was like, "It's gonna fucking happen." And
I was so upset when oh man, I can't remember which month it was. I believe it was probably the same month that Giovanni Gallegos didn't go Diamond for like the third or fourth time in the year. But I was so upset at one of the points where Salvy didn't go Diamond, but you know, eventually he went Diamond by the end of the year, and rightfully so. He had the best season by a catcher in MLB history.
Yeah, it's hard to ignore when a guy hits that many home runs. They overcorrected so much that at one point he accidentally had 127 power. I don't know if he probably still doesn't. I'm actually going to check. But there was one point when they accidentally programmed it wrong, and his power was literally impossible.
I mean, they should have kept it that way.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would have played exactly the same, but he deserved it. If anyone deserved it, it was him.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of MLB The Show, San Diego Studios, Ramon, fix your inventory sorting screen, please. It's so difficult to sort through the fucking inventory.
Okay, I will say something about MLB The Show next year. Yes, they need to fix the servers.
Yes,
but I think they should have like a parallel system.
Yes.
Like you should be able to sort your parallels and see, like, you shouldn't have to be able to go through your inventory and count all the superfractors you have.
Or like every parallel you get is a new card. And I know that bogs down the inventory. There's probably a streamlined way to display it so you don't just have like 100 cards on the Royals, because like everybody can be P5s or whatever. But I think that'd be a cool way to actually keep say you're 2 of 2 on somebody. It'll always be 2 of 2. It'll never change to 2 of 10,000. It'll always be 2 of 2. Just a thought. Just the parallel system.
No, I definitely agree with that.
We can all agree across the board. I think the parallel system is one of the best things they've ever done.
Oh, it was such a huge W. Like
I don't have enough adjectives to describe how much I love it. I don't want it to go anywhere. It's so much better than Prestige, and Prestige was a great idea at the time.
It was.
I don't think the parallel system needs to change, other than like If they want to fuck with the PXP system a little bit, like how much it takes to get certain places, fine. But I want to keep it fundamentally the way it is.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. Like I love it. Obviously, I loved the prestige system last year, but just the parallel system, being able to power up any card in the game that you want, I think it's just such a W.
It's awesome. So before we close, we're gonna go back to the Royals. I always ask my guests, the teams that they're fans of, which cards do we not have in the game that you want to have? Let's go back to this Royals page again that I was just on, and as the idiot that I am, I left. So now, please give me 1 second to go back. Listen, the Royals have pretty good, not great, pretty good legends. Okay, George Brett.
I would argue that.
I'm an enormous George Brett stan.
Me too. I love George Brett.
You know, Brett Saberhagen, I've never used, but I've actually heard he's better than you think.
I got him P3.
Yeah,
and he's pretty solid in events.
Then, you know, basically after that, it's Eric Hosmer and Zach Greinke. So yeah, maybe they do suck. If you count Joaquin Soria as a legend, sure, he's there. They gave Zoe Kane an 87 that nobody asked for. All right, Royals need some work. Who do we need? Who do we need from the Royals that would make you happy?
Can I give like a top 3, like top 5?
You can give as many as you can think of.
Mike Sweeney.
Oh, country breakfast. No, Billy Butler was country breakfast, right? Billy Butler's nickname was country breakfast.
Yeah, it was Billy Butler. Yeah. Give me like a prime Mike Sweeney.
Love that.
Give me an all-star Billy Butler. He wouldn't be a high diamond, so he'd probably be like a 92, 93.
They can find a way to get him like a Solaire like second half card or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Mike Sweeney obviously be like a 90, 97, 98 prime card. Oh, I would love that. Give me a 99 rookie of the year, Carlos Beltran.
Please. Bless Ramon. We all want Beltran back.
Yes. Yes.
So he didn't do anything like gross bad, but he did cheat. So I don't know how they feel about that, you know, with the whole scandal Astros thing. But if you guys are up for it, Ramon, please buy his rights back because we all want him. I think we all want Carlos Beltran.
Oh, 100%. And my last one, actually, do I have 2 more?
Even I'm trying to go through the history of the Royals.
I do have 1 more, but there might be another couple that you know just pop up in my head maybe. But Jermaine Dye.
Ooh, that's a cool one. That's different. He had a 40 home run season. I think it was with the A's though. His 40 home run season, wasn't it?
Was it? Let me check real quick.
He was good with the Royals too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I feel like he would probably get a prime card as well.
Jermaine Dye. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
If anything, I think Jermaine Dye, he probably would get a prime card or he would get an all-star card for his 2000 season. Yeah, he had a 951 OPS, 135 OPS plus, 33 home runs, 321 batting average, slugging near 600.
That's pretty
good.
Like
I feel like an all-star card, maybe like a 95 or like a 96. I think that'd be good enough for Jermaine Dye. A better Greg Holland would be kind of nice too.
Yeah, what's the highest one they gave him?
I think it was like an 89 this year.
89? That's it?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, like okay, we're just talking about legends, but I want to talk about some future stars.
Sure. You got hoed on Bobby Witt because that card sucked.
Yeah, he's good against lefties. He's really, really good against lefties.
And he can field and run, but God, he's not usable.
Yeah. I mean, I've used him before, but like, you know, bias. Asa Lacy, he's my best lefty this year. He's so disgusting.
Really? I have never touched him.
He's really good. He's really, really good. But speaking of the future stars next year, I want to see Jackson Kowar, Daniel Lynch, Nick Prado, possibly. There's just so many future stars in the Royal system. I'm really excited about the future. Sorry, I'm ranting a little bit.
No,
like,
go for it.
I'm super excited.
This is what this part of the show is about. I like this.
And MJ Melendez. He hit 40 plus home runs too in the minor leagues. He led the minor leagues in home runs. I believe every single system. So he would be really, really nice as a future star. He'd at least have 115 to 120 power for both sides if you got a future stars next year.
So I think the case with the Royals this year is like the Royals all-time team probably looks really good, but the Royals binder of inventory does not.
No, the Royals binder, it's not. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's pretty bad, except for like the 99 Salvador Perez.
That's my God Squad backup catcher. He's insane.
Oh yeah, he's just great for me. Wade Davis too. He's a very underrated. I actually have him 1 of 1 P5. By the
The
way,
GOAT. We're in the presence of a 1 of 1.
Yes, sir. He's been pretty nasty for me online too. But like, other than that, the binder is really cold. But like the all-time Royals this year is actually kind of decent. With the exception of Harmon Killebrew, they haven't dropped him yet. I don't know where the hell he is.
I mean, like, so everyone's talking about where's Puckett, where's Andrew Jones, where's Killebrew? 99 Killebrew is like some people's favorite card.
We have a 91 Killebrew.
Yeah.
99 Killebrew is my all-time Royals first baseman every year.
Not this year.
So like,
unless the new event drops them on our lap, I guess there's going to be another event, right? The Forever event is probably the last one they're going to do.
Yeah. See, that's what my prediction is. I think for the Forever event, I feel like we get like a Warren Spahn at like 15 wins. I say Warren Spahn because he doesn't have a 99 yet, but a lot of people probably won't use him. No. I say we probably get a Kirby Puckett 25 win card and also a Shohei Ohtani finest at 30 or 35 wins. Yeah. That's my prediction for the Forever.
They owe us another Shohei and probably one who's a primary right fielder instead of a starter.
Yeah, I would want the right fielder.
Yeah.
But Andrew Jones too. I don't know where I would fit him in. Harmon Killebrew. Since we already have the Forever program out, like the 11th inning program, it's ongoing for like the next 3,000 some days.
Yeah.
I don't know where they would throw them, and maybe they're just not doing it at all.
Which would be strange. I mean, like, so I'm looking again at this inventory, and you could say this for a lot of teams, but the Royals might lead the world in why did you give us that card? So not a soul, not a living, breathing human asked for 31 game hitting streak Whit Merrifield. That card is butt cheeks. Not a human asked for Gold Glove 96 Eric Hosmer. Not a subhuman asked for 93 second half Johnny Damon. Nobody's using Joaquin Soria. Nobody wanted 87 Lorenzo Cain. I can keep going. Honestly, I'm surprised one thing they didn't do. They gave Kelvin Herrera an 82 postseason card. That postseason card should have been a diamond.
I definitely believe it should have been a diamond because Kelvin Herrera, obviously, Herrera, Davis,
he was untouchable.
Holland, HDH.
That whole postseason, he was untouchable.
Yeah, like one of the best postseason bullpens of all time, and I will fight anybody who disagrees with me because it's just factual. HDH, one of the best trios of the bullpen. But yeah, they definitely could have done something better. But I do kind of enjoy the Whit Merrifield card. I have 30 hits. I'm batting 261, but I used him in the milestone event just because I had nobody else for second base.
His type of swing I perform so poorly with.
Yeah, me too.
Unless it's Adalberto Mondesi, who just seems like a goon every time anybody uses him. I cannot get that short little swing down.
Speaking of Mondesi, I'm also surprised we didn't get a 99 like throwback like from his
I'm actually very happy I didn't get it because there would be nightmares of me pitching to it. One thing that would be cool, I know today was his birthday or anniversary of his death, Yordano Ventura. It would be awesome if we got him.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Along those same lines, Jose Fernandez, not a Royal, same type of idea though. I think there's plenty of ways for content to go. I hope that they made so much money off of Xbox being around that they have a lot more money to make a lot more rights purchases and have like a huge stock of throwback players and ones we care about. Stop paying Steve Bedrosian. I don't give a fuck about Steve Bedrosian. Get him out of the game. Give me guys I want to use. I know everybody has their own cup of tea. I know the game is not just built for me. I understand. That was an unintentional rhyme. I want to put that out there first. But like, I'm pretty sure everybody in the world was happy they got Prince Fielder back. They got Soriano. Why they decided to pay Troy Gloss, I have no fucking clue. But like, give me the impact guys. Give us the A-Rods, the Jeters, the Jose Fernandez, like those type of guys.
I want K-Rod in the game.
K-Rod is a perfect type of reliever to add to the game.
We need new relievers, and adding K-Rod to the game would just change everybody's bullpen.
Bullpens get so stale. They did a good job with making sure we had enough finest relievers to shake it up a little bit. Because in the past, finest has had like almost no relievers. But yeah, we need a K-Rod. We need they gave us Mo, so thank God they gave us Mo. But I don't even know, like, who are some other classic relievers? Like, they gave it, Hoffman's been in there forever. Franco. I'm trying to think of guys high on the saves list. Lee Smith. We have.
Trying to think. I don't really know. Other than K-Rod, really.
Yeah. I mean, give us those guys. Or they gave it. Gagne is practically unusable. He's like batting practice.
The Gagne last year was actually a lot harder to hit.
Yes,
like,
his delivery was different.
Oh.
Yeah, they changed his delivery. You can pick up the ball very quickly.
Yeah, I'm looking at this list right now, and there's Jonathan Papelbon, Jeff
That'd be
Reardon,
okay. That'd be okay to bring back.
Randy Myers, Francisco Cordero, Roberto Hernandez.
Armando Benitez might be a cool throwback one to bring in.
Fernando Rodney.
He played for a lot of teams. I think Fernando Rodney is actually still in the game.
Ooh, Jose Valverde. What about him?
Oh shit, I forgot about him.
Jose Valverde, however you say it.
That man was very good at getting saves, but also very good at letting up home runs.
Yeah, that's true.
He had high ERAs just about every year.
What about Brad Lidge?
Oh, Brad Lidge, great one. Great one.
Brad Lidge would be kind of nice.
Good for theme teams, threw hard. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'd be a fan.
Yeah. So guys, listeners, as we always talk when we have guests on, there are limitless ways to make the community happy. We're not pretending we're speaking for everybody, but if we have these passionate ideas, we're sure you do too. Like there's got to be a vast majority of individuals who agree, or at least kind of along the same lines, think the way we do. Nick and I think I could speak for Nick in saying like, we are not like the big content creators who control everything. Like everyone hates content creators. We're just you guys, but I have a camera. Like I'm no different than you guys. My game still doesn't pull diamonds. I still get fucked on things all the time. We're just consumers of baseball who love the game. So we want this game to be good. We're going to have so much fun on Sunday playing Clash of the Commons. I hope you guys show out. I hope you guys come through. I'll be interacting with chat, drinking Trulies, and hopefully hitting at least one home run with my comment team. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be happy if I hit a couple homers.
Yeah. All right. So Nick plugged himself before, but before we get out of here, let everybody know where to find you again. Plug the podcast, plug everything. Where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Twitch, Nick Theriault 12, THERIAULT. Same thing on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. I don't yet have a Facebook page or Hover. I have to get on that because I'm trying to reach all platforms this year. What else? Also, check out the Diamond in the Rough podcast. I do run that podcast with a couple other streamers over on Twitch. We haven't done an episode for a long time, so this is like, we need to get on that because I've had a lot of fun here tonight doing this podcast here with Kenny. But yeah, those are all my links. Yeah, this has been so much fun. Nick and I have been talking about this since I announced the tournament, how we're going to hype up the whole thing with having them on. So this has been a ton of fun. Guys, thank you all so much for listening. I'm literally about to go fire up a stream. So if somehow you can predict the future and 2 days or 3 days later that I'm streaming right now, come through. Otherwise, come check me out during the week, twitch.tv/kdjTV. Make sure you're following on Twitter, kdjTV611. YouTube does not have a custom URL yet, but I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. So links below, and you're literally fucking watching me here. So subscribe, please. Leave a comment if you like Nick's accent, if you like the Royals, if, I don't know, crazy theme team ideas, let me know. Just comment down below. We can have a discussion. But otherwise, thank you guys so much. I look forward to the tournament. I'll see you guys next week.